everybody, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a video that I have been trying to film for literal days, and that is my review of Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty. So just to start off, these are all of my opinions. I've seen many other videos where people have been bashing these reviews that aren't so positive. But these are just my opinions. So I'm just going to start off with that. But I tried to do a first impressions with this. I bought it the day that it dropped. I bought all the stuff. I literally spent, so I bought all of this $178.61. I bought almost the entire line. I got everything except for the setting spray, the primer, and the powder. I think those were the only three things that I didn't get. I got everything else. So I spent a lot of money on this. And whenever I went to try it a couple days later, I tried it on Labor Day. I did it on Labor Day because I didn't have to go to work or anything. So I was like, today's going to be my day to film this video. And I was so excited. I literally almost spent $200 buying this stuff. So I was super excited. And it was not what I expected. I knew it was supposed to be that more natural look, more natural products, and I saw other people used it and they looked beautiful. This experience kind of reminds me a lot of the Fenty Beauty. Whenever she came out with all of her foundations, I tried it and on my friend, she looked flawless, airbrushed like a goddess, and whenever I put it on my skin, it just did not sit very well. It looked like an unpaved road on my face. I had a lot of texture back then. It's getting better, but that's how I kind of felt. Like, I hope that this line isn't like Fenty Beauty where it looks great on everybody else and looks terrible on me. And of course, I don't think it looks great on me. The first time I tried it, I kind of went all in, kind of how I do with all the other products. I know that this is supposed to be more natural and things like that, but I was going in with a heavy hand. I'm just going to be completely honest, because with all of my other foundations, even the lighter ones, I go in with a heavy hand on those and I still kind of get that more natural finish. It still doesn't feel cakey on my skin or anything like that. It actually looks really, really nice. And so I was hoping that's what this foundation would do for me. And I went in with a heavy hand and it looked cakey. And then it just kind of kept getting worse from there. I used that concealer and I used it pretty heavily on that first try too, and it was so bad. It just looked so terrible. And so that's kind of how things went with all of the other products. And putting the blush on, which I got the shade in Love, which is what most people are using, and it is a beautiful shade, don't get me wrong, but I would put Love on and it would go on pretty nicely. And then I would try to put the highlighter on, and the highlighter was just taking off the blush. And no matter which way I used it, I tried it like putting it on my hand first and then on my face, it was still doing that. I tried using a sponge over a brush. It was like, no matter what I was doing, it was not working. So my first impressions of this whole line, for the most part, was bad. And I sat there and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't want to say that all of these products are bad. I have to be doing something wrong. So I did my makeup again. I literally filmed the video, took my makeup off, and redid it to see if I could do it better. So I tried different techniques. I used a different order of things, and it changed like slightly. It got slightly better, but it was still so bad. It was so bad. I was just like, why do I look like I don't look natural? That's for sure. I don't look like this is me but better. It's like it's me but like 10 times worse somehow. And maybe that's just me blowing it up in my mind, but I was just like, I don't look terrible, but I've definitely looked better. And for the amount of money that I spent, and the amount of work that I put into trying to look good, I was like, why am I working so hard? So I went to do a wear test. I wore it for about 5 hours, and I mean, it wore pretty well. I just sat on the couch and did nothing. It was Labor Day, so it was fine. But I was like, you know what? I still have to be doing something wrong. So I literally took my makeup all off again and redid it for a third time that day. I think I'm gonna do this one more time. I don't know what it is. I just refuse to let these products be bad for me. I just can't allow it. This is what it looks like. It might not look that bad, but there's just something about it that's not sitting well with me. I think if by the third time I haven't got it down, maybe these products just aren't for me. So I did it for a third time. Once again, I switched things up. I put more like hydrating things on my skin as a base to hopefully combat that cakey, that dryness that I was getting. And it got moderately better, but it was still not good. The only thing that I really liked was the, what is this? The Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream. I got it in the color Transform, and that lip cream, it's so comfortable. The color was nice. It felt great on the lips. I was like, okay, that's perfect. And then the eyeliner, Alyssa Ashley was raving about this, so I made sure to get this as well. And it went on really nicely. Couldn't complain about that. So I was like, I like that too. I sat on it for a couple of days and I just kept thinking, there has to be something I'm doing wrong. So I started watching even more videos, and I looked at the comments of those videos. I started to look at them because I wasn't looking at them before, and everybody in the comments was like, you're applying these products wrong. So everybody who said something negative about a product, they're like, you're doing it wrong, you're adding too much, it's not supposed to be a full beat, like, you wear 10,000 pounds of makeup, that's fine, but this is not what this line is for. And it's a really great brand, and I think that might be why I wanted to love it so much. I mean, one aspect that I really love, a lot of people are saying that the packaging was created for people who have arthritis so they could open it really easily. I love that, where you have people who might have disabilities or other things like that, you have them in mind. I love that. She also wanted to donate a ton of money. I think it was somewhere in the millions, I think 10 million or something like that, for mental health. And me going into mental health profession, that's something that I love. I love that she's trying to do that. And so I sat on it and I read those comments and I was like, I'm going to do this again. So today, for the fourth time, I use all of these products. Everything on my face is Rare Beauty, and I had a hat on because my hair was terrible and we had to go run errands and I was just not trying to mess with it. But everything on my face is Rare Beauty. I mean, except for the eyeshadow, because she didn't come out with eyeshadows. And I didn't get the brow product. I didn't get the brow product either because I'm still in love with my brow blade from Urban Decay. But I sat down and I was like, okay, we're gonna use these things the way that people are recommending them to be used, because to be honest, I did not watch Selena Gomez put this stuff on. I just jumped into it thinking, I already know how I like to apply my makeup. I'm gonna apply these products the same exact way, and that is definitely not the way to go about it. You have to change your thinking, because I'm a full coverage kind of person. Even when I'm using not as full coverage foundations, I just sat down and I was like, okay, we're gonna use things sparingly. I did not put a lot on, and there's a lot of imperfections that I don't like. I can still see them. Let me zoom you in really quick. Okay, that's better. It might be too much, but we're doing it. So a lot of the things that I don't like showing are very visible. I have a lot of discoloration here from whenever I accidentally bleached my skin, and I can still see that coming through, but I tried my best not to overdo it because I knew what would happen if I overdid it. So went very sparingly here, went very sparingly under the eyes. I still see all of my imperfections that I usually would want hidden with makeup. If I'm gonna go through this whole process, I might as well take care of the issues, because otherwise, why am I putting on makeup in the first place? So I still see a lot of imperfections, and my eyes, underneath my eyes, I don't know if my under eye could get any drier. Like it looks like the Sahara underneath my eyes. And every trial, so every trial that I tried, even when I didn't set it, this is kind of what it's turned out looking like. And so it looks really dewy right here, like really everywhere except for under my eyes. And I feel like I can tell, maybe you can't tell so much, but it looks so dry. So like, I don't know what to do really, but this is kind of my face. I've been wearing this I was done at like 11:30. So, and now it's like 5:30. So it's been a while. And I mean, for wearing wise, it wears really well. I even had to put on a mask because we went and did errands. And I mean, it stayed on really well with the mask. But I mean, so with all of that being said, if you want to support Selena, if you want to support the Rare Beauty brand, that was almost a tongue twister, but if you want to support that brand, please do. I don't think that these products are bad. I just don't think that they're good for me. I have other products that I've tried, that I've used religiously, that I just don't have to think about or try so hard to make work for me. I don't know if it's just like my skin type or what, but it's just, it kind of is what it is at this point. I tried my face 4 times, so it's not like one of those things where I'm just trying to bash it just because. I mean, I love Selena Gomez as well. I think she is gorgeous, and her makeup looks gorgeous on some people. I'm just not some people, and that's not really shocking to me at all. I'm usually unlucky in this way, but it's just not something that I can see myself reaching for ever. And so, I don't know. I feel like this video is me just trying to like explain my stance on this in the hopes that nobody attacks me for my opinion, because I've seen a lot of people getting bashed because they're using products wrong and this and that. And I've tried, I really tried. I could have just called it a day at the first impression and just, you know, moved on with my life, but I really wanted these products to work for me, and that's just not how it is. It's just not gonna work for me no matter what I do, and that's just how it is. It's a good brand. It seems like it's backed by a good person who really put a lot of thought and effort into this. So if you want to support it, please do. It's just not something that I can see myself using. I will definitely try other things that come up in the line in the future, but thank you so much for watching. If you tried out this line and it didn't work for you, or it did, comment down below and say like how you applied these products, what you did, because I could still just be doing it wrong. I'm not like an expert or anything. So just let me know. Like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video and things could actually work out for me on the first try or maybe even the second. That would be great. But we'll see. So I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.